Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're going to build our picks here from the NFL, the NBA, college hoops, and we'll close it out with the NHL. And, of course, we'll meet the cappers, then we'll get right to the picks. Because here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show, we don't mess around. We get right to the action. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
I'm still trying to get this coffee down. I found I thought somebody was saying I was going to Kukov, Albania, but it was actually Kucherov. Whether he was in or out, still no news on Kucherov. He's day to day. Today is the day that he's estimated that he should make his return to the Tampa Bay Lightning lineup, but he's still day to day. We won't know until the morning skate stuff. So what a way to start the morning. Just still waking up here, get things are rolling. Can't wait to start the day. Smaller college basketball card today after last night's intense games. Man, did all those games come right down to the wire too? It wasn't not a lot of blowouts yesterday, right down to the fouls and the free throws and making those late shots in a lot of those games. Conference play is a buzz and about. That's what you get.
Yep, they did so. And of course, the late night game, San Diego State just boat raced Fresno State. The Aztecs looks like they're supposed to be a rebuilding year, but they look pretty tough this year. Say hello to Jorge, what's going on?
No, so I told you guys at the beginning of the year, they don't rebuild. They just replace, retool, whatever you want to call it. They don't rebuild. They haven't rebuilt for 20 years since Fisher was there, and then who's in the guy there? I always get his name wrong. This guy who is always his associate head coach. There, and he runs the same program, same recruitment. They have the same boosters. They've been doing NIL for years. There's no way in the world you're a mid-major and you get those quality of players just because they want to come to the beach and be by your school. That doesn't happen. It's never happened in college basketball. But it happens at San Diego State. Anyways, yeah, there was a lot of games yesterday that were good. I actually liked San Diego State last night. Was kind of laid off. It's laying 12 points against conference teams on the road, but should have went with my gut instinct on that one. They've had some impressive wins this season already. So San Diego State definitely the favorite in the Mountain West Conference again. That's for sure.
Is it Levine?
Nope, I'll get it. Boucher, I want to say, but I think that's wrong too.
There we go. Just got to make sure I get this. Just got to make sure I get the link out to the solo there. Yeah, UConn did get it.
Dutcher. I say Foucher's Dutcher. Brian Dutcher.
Dutcher, yeah, Dutcher.
Dutcher. I say Foucher's Dutcher.
Yep.
You probably have to correct me on it again. That's just because I hate San Diego State. That's conscious.
That's a rival there for UNLV. We'll see. We got them all over.
We got to beat them to be a rivalry.
I know.
I figured Utah State would be better than what they were, and they got the win, but man, they were scraped by. They returned 3 guys. Figured they would be way better.
No,
than
the
that.
coach left. It's amazing what they've done right now.
And also too, you had Oregon with that big run in the second half to cover against USC. So you took the points for USC. You're upset.
Yeah, I'm very upset. I had the 6.
But there was no
I
upset.
lost by 8. So it was just like we had a nice little cruise, and I woke up this morning. I was like, "Oh, okay, that looks good. I'm going to bed." And I got up and was like, "Oh."
Well, so Musselman's over there now from Arkansas, and he was up in Nevada. It's his first year, first style of players. He'll cover some big spreads, but they're just not there yet. He's putting in a whole new system. He had a bunch of fast break players from his last coach. Yeah, that's not his system. His system is big guys play defense. And just more controlled half court offense. So he doesn't really have a whole batch of his players, but they're going to be good. They'll cover some spreads, but
see the hat that Solo's wearing? That was I should have swapped that one on and put that one in as a premium. I give it out as a free play, but it should have been a premium for sure. That's what happened yesterday. One of those days where, hey, sometimes with that big a slate, sometimes we pick wrong. We decide to make these the free plays, and then these the premiums. Well, that's what happened to me. I got premium. It was like, here, I gave you all these free plays that were actually pretty good, and I went 1 of 4 on the premium. So it is what it is. That NC State one got us with that last second 3, just a useless 3. I'm like, hey, look, it's a 2-point game, I'm doing good, and all of a sudden, just a useless 3 with what, 1 second left.
Yeah,
it would have been a 2-point game. Yeah, it was just one of those useless buckets that you're like, why?
But either way, they were going to foul him. because he had the breakaway.
Yeah.
So he was either going to dribble a clock out, they were going to foul, and we're going to dunk it. Just dunk it and finish the game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what
I
it is.
had Baylor, and
I had Baylor too, and
Roach went
Well,
out, and the other guy.
Solo, I will say, fundamentally in basketball, you do not go for the dunk. You dribble the ball back out to keep the clock running. Even if the dudes are 2 feet behind you, you make a U-turn and get back.
They were 1 and 5 last 5 free throws. Dunk the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. But coaching wise, but if I'm the player and I can't hit free throws, if I'm Shaq, I'm gonna go dunk the ball.
you're gonna dunk it. Yeah, I know what I'm thinking myself is I knew the Clippers were gonna get smashed, and I didn't take it.
If I'm the coach, even if it's kids, if I'm the coach and I coach that kid to do that, he's running laps after practice. Or the next practice, as soon as he shows up, he's running laps.
Yeah. But of course, I thought that was a bad spot for the Clippers, and sure enough, it was a smash spot there for Minnesota. Again, Minnesota getting a favorable scheduling. I won't take much from that because they've had 2 favorable scheduling spots against the Lakers and against the Clippers. They were just 2 big scheduling spots there. So keep an eye on these teams. When these teams play 3 games in 4 nights,
it's not who they are.
Oh, we knew that. We knew that. That's just no surprise there. We were, when they were getting those phony wins early in the season, outscoring teams when they were still like in the bottom of 3rd in defensive efficiency, even though they were off to that hot start. You knew at some point that was going to catch up to them because you're not going to be an elite team playing that poor defense.
They need Vanderbilt. When they get Vanderbilt back, he's the only one that creates like a defensive presence in there, kind of changes the attitude. That's the best they played is when that guy was healthy. Not even as soon as he got injured and he went out. No defense at all.
Yeah, but he's too young to tell. See, that's the problem. He's too young to tell him just go play defense. These young guys got to have some offense. You got to work some offense in for them. It's not like a 28-year-old veteran. He's a young kid. You can't just. I don't like that where they just say, oh, just work on defense. Dude, he's a young guy. He's got to work some offense. He's got a lot of years in front of him.
NBA, you play your role, man. And that's on the coach. You got to get the guys to play certain roles regardless of what their ability. They all can score. They wouldn't be in the NBA if they couldn't. But you got to play roles, man. The best coaches find their guys to play certain roles. Look at Cleveland right now. They share the ball. They have a whole bunch of guys that can score, but Atkinson's got them playing roles. If you play your roles and that's what you're supposed to do, and nothing else, you win. I mean that's chemistry, but that's the coach doing his. That's what Steve Kerr is famous for, right? Jackson, Riley, you guys, you're Kurt Rambis on your team. Odell, Haslam down in Miami. You need guys like that. You need guys like that win a basketball team.
Yeah, and the Pacers still can't cover a game. Incredible.
Definitely
on the road. Can't win it.
Yeah, a no on the road. Do not bet the Pacers on the road right now. No way. Can't do it.
They're just, and of course these Hawks. I guess that those wins against Cleveland were no flukes.
Yeah, let me tell you what's going on at the Hawks that I've noticed. Trae Young's not shooting no more. He's leading the league in assists, and he's getting everybody involved. He's taking his game to a new level. Because we all know he can put up 40 points. That's not an issue. He can get himself open, even as small as he is. But right now, he's barely the leading scorer on the team. That's why they're winning.
He's conserving energy. This is what he's doing. He's conserving energy.
He's making the other players around him better.
Well, yeah, exactly. By not having to, he's not carrying the whole load. The team is actually playing like a team, not a.
I still think he plays hard. Might be playing.
He still plays hard, yeah, but he doesn't have to play as hard as what he has been. Wait till the playoffs.
The defense got better too.
Revert back.
Defense gets a little bit better, and that's playing hard. It's harder to play defense and all.
Yeah. What'd you take from that Duke win last night against Auburn?
Auburn was tired.
Yeah,
that's all I took from that. They play a rematch. Auburn wins that. No problem. I'm not.
Blue flag is the real deal.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He's all right. I don't think he's
that first.
He's all right.
Elite.
He's all right.
First step is elite. He's about 6'9", 6'10", broad shoulders. He get that shoulder on you. He leans in.
Number one pick in the draft next year.
Oh, he probably no doubt.
It's a lot to build on right here.
He's all right.
Oh, come on.
He's a young guy. He's still
all right.
Yeah,
nice.
Mr. Fuller, I'm with you there. I left the premium on the board. I'm just sick to my stomach there watching that game last night. It was like, they should have been a premium. The scores were out. A bad spot arrested Timberwolves team. they can handle the smash spots. They had a smash spots and they smashed them. That's usually what happens. So whichever was it, when they're in a smash spot, they get the job done. So just take that note. All right, let's get to the picks tonight, guys. We got a nice divisional game. It's a Thursday night game, but these teams will have regular rest because they played on Thanksgiving. So we like that. They usually push Dallas in this spot, but they're not doing that anymore. All right, here we go. Packers and Lions tonight. We've got the Lions 3.5, total 51.5. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, and look at both teams dealing with a few injuries on both sides of the ball. So for me, I'm gonna 51.5. I think it's just a touch too many points here. I know both offenses could rip it up, and we could see into the 60s, but I don't think so. Not here. I think we get a slower paced game where both teams will move the football, but 51.5. I think some of those drives equate to field goals and not back and forth touchdowns in this one. Then we sneak under the 51.5.
Yeah, from Ron over to Jorge.
Yeah, I agree with that, but maybe for some different reasons. Did you say, 51.5? Yeah, I mean, both these defense can score. You have a top scoring offense in the league, and the other one's not too far behind. But it's defense too. Defense as well. And the problem is there's 4 guys injured from the Detroit Lions defensive line. They brought in 4 guys added to the team this week, and that's going to be the big difference here. The Packers have actually shut down both running backs in their last 2 games. So they're kind of figuring out how to stop players, and one was McCaffrey. So against the 49ers. But yeah, you're gonna, the one thing that Green Bay is gonna do is run the ball and run the clock. They got Josh Jacobs. They're gonna be able to do it. They're gonna attack the left side of the defensive line for the Lions. They're gonna be able to run the ball, and they're gonna keep that defense off the field, or the offense of the Lions off the field. Lions are gonna have a little bit of trouble running it. They're listening. Decker's out, their left tackle, and the way this defense has been playing. So they're not going to take a whole lot of shots in this game. I think the clock's going to run. And you know what? The visiting team has won this game over the last recent series, and I'm on that side as well. I don't think Packers are intimidated by the Lions. They can win at Detroit. You know what? I probably bet they're happy as hell that they're inside that dome. They don't got to be playing outside. I'd come fired up too.
Yeah, from Jorge on over to Solo.
Yeah, the Packers and the Lions, I think we got a good one tonight. Obviously, a rivalry matchup. I think the Packers come in. I think they'll have a strong commitment to running the ball. I think they'll have some success. This Lions team is banged up. Detroit at home, they're scary. They're going to score some points. I think I'm going to get in and get out. I'm going to take the Lions in the first half, minus the 3.
There from a Solo. I'll tell you here what I like in this one. The Packers on the road have run the ball effectively. They've thrown well, 9.3 yards per pass tip. I think the fast track will help them. Again, it's the injuries for the Lions. You look at the shout numbers. This is one of those massive injury advantages here for this Packers team. The Lions defense have one of the lowest house scores I've seen all season, 64.6 in the chow numbers. That's really low. I'm going to be here with the JM here. I'm on the plus points here with the Packers. Get that hook because it may come into play tonight in this one because Green Bay is playing good defense. They've won 7 of 8. And again, it comes to me like Jorge was bringing about those injuries and the left tackle being out here for the Lions.
Another thing for the under, Rod, if you look at who the quarterback, one of the worst quarterbacks in the league against man-to-man coverage getting blitzed, it's Love. It's ridiculous. He's like 39 out of 44. He does not do well against the man-to-man and the blitz. And Lions are blitzing a little bit more since Hutchinson was out. So he's not going to be throwing it too much. They're going to look to run the ball as much as possible. It's important to see how these quarterbacks do against different type of zone coverages, man-to-man coverages. There's certain quarterback Bradford. Stafford down at the Rams. You don't want to blitz him. That's a wrong guy to blitz, right? There's certain quarterbacks you blitz, some don't.
Oh yeah, like certain quarterbers, you blitz them, they love it. They're like, yeah, bring it, and then they get out quick, and then there's some quarterbacks you can't throw into too deep coverage. You know what I mean? They have Hurts struggles against the Boyle's defense down there at Tampa Bay. So again, I think that leads towards the under in this. Green Bay wants to hold on to the ball as long as they can, without having to turn it over to that high-powered Detroit offense. That's all. That's what they're doing here. Yeah, that's how you win the game.
Their best defense is keep their offense on the field.
Yeah. Well, remember Thanksgiving, you had a coach who was on thin ice, and he had a struggling rookie quarterback, and they were a play away from either winning the game or tying the game last week, right?
Oh no, they should have.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they choked.
Well,
it
he
at
just had to go like this, right? And things would have been a whole lot better for that team.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Lions have a little
time
more
out.
worse.
Why aren't you
That's
using
the
it?
coach's fault because he's a rookie. That's
Oh,
how
no,
that
yeah,
crap happens in
exactly.
college.
All you had to
see
do was
that
go
in
like
college
this.
all the time.
Coach's
You
fault.
gotta coach
This is
your
in
quarterback.
college. You should know what to do. You're a starting quarterback in NFL. You should know
See?
what to do.
You see it happen in college. You see it happen more often in college. You know what I mean? They're lucky that they get the little bit of time off when they
Yeah,
move the trains.
The
but-
training wheels come off when you get to the pros.
It
You
was
know,
like
that-
what, 30
Quarterback
seconds? All they do is go like this.
Oh yeah, you got to be able to do the 2-minute drill without wasting any seconds, or else
When
you're
you're
not.
watching your team, when you watch your players and they're fumbling around all over, going, good coaches, they're like, this is a disaster. Time out, we're burning it. Hey, come on, guys. What the hell are you guys doing?
Good coaches are standing right by the referee's
I
ear.
don't know. You change
Yeah,
the
right
play.
by the referee as well. Going,
That's right.
okay, hey, you see this?
That is
Look
true.
at this. What is the clown
You change-
car coming out next? Come on, time out. We got to square this away.
When you change the play with the clock running like that, I don't know, Caleb. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
you're thinking.
I think you give him a chance to make the play, but obviously, as a coach, you have to be right there in case he's taking too long. Hey,
Yeah.
shut it down.
Just quickly
Yeah.
call the
Regroup.
timeout. I know you're trying to save that timeout. It's that precious timeout. But
Right.
come on, at some points you got to use it.
Well, I do agree. I do agree with trying to go for the win and trying to throw good for the touchdown
Right.
because her kicker sucks. The kicker sucks.
Oh, yeah.
We forget the fact that their kicker
Right.
Santos is horrible.
He was trying to win it, but it just
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. If they see something there and they go for it, I have no problem because again, you got to make the kick and then you got to win in overtime. And that's that's not easy to do.
But
So
you can't
I
take
don't-
40 seconds to make one play.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You can't use up 40 seconds of the clock to make that one attempt, throw it down the field to get the touchdown to win it.
There we
You
go.
should put all your eggs in one basket and see what happens when you put all your eggs
Everybody
in
had
one
money
basket.
line lines.
Those Survivor guys, those Survivor people that had Detroit. Oh my God, you know what's going on with that Survivor contest, the multi-million-dollar contest up there. Wow, that was something. All right, we move on over to the NBA tonight. We've got a 8-game card, so let's take a look at these games tonight from the NBA. We'll start here with the Mavericks and Wizards. We see the Mavericks laying 14 on the road, total 232. Nuggets and the Cavs. We got the Cavs here 3.5, total 236. We start off here with Rock.
Yeah, and I don't trust that line. Looks really fishy. Denver coming into Cleveland and it's only 4. Yeah, I would make that line 6-7 for Cleveland. That seems a little fishy. Give me Denver plus the points there in that one. I think Denver's starting to hoop and play some good basketball. So with the 4, I'll take it. Give me Denver plus the 4 there in that one. And I know as bad as Dallas has been on the road to start the year, I think this is a spot that the Wizards have just been absolute ass lately. Just ass. So give me Dallas. They win by 20. I'll lay the 14.5 there with the Mavs on the road.
You know that statement "ass" has already made it into media now. Is who was it? Lawrence said that we're ass. He starts to say that the other day. It's already made that statement's already made it now to the pros on over to Jorge.
Nah, I think it's the right number. Gordon's back in the lineup. And they've been going back and forth. Denver's still a public team. Ironically, not being in one of the cities, because they got Joker on the team. Now you got Gordon back in the lineup, so now the number's just going to reflect that, hey, this is the championship team, right? Even though we know it's not, they're missing 2 of the guards that they got him there. But like Cleveland in this spot, regardless, I don't care what the number is. They're 8 deep. You got guys playing their roles. Mitchell doesn't have to score. That says it all. Take Cleveland -3.
Yeah, from Jorge on over to Solo.
Yeah, Cavs-Nuggets game. I like the Cavs. I think they come out fast. I think they find a way to slow this Nuggets team down. I just don't think the Nuggets have the horses outside of Joker to really keep pace in this game. I think the Cavs get them late. Let's lay the 3.5. I kind of disagree with Rod in this spot. The Wizards have obviously been asked for about a month. They didn't win the game the entire month of November. The Mavs have been playing good ball. It just seems like one of those spots where maybe the Wizards can come in and cover the back door. I'm obviously laying a sprinkle on the money line, but take the Wizards plus the 14 tonight.
We saw them cover against the Celtics not too long ago when we thought there was an overmatch.
They're getting close. They're going to get one here in any minute now.
Dallas is not going to care to play the Wizards. They could care two shits. You know what I mean? If they win by 8, if they win by 10, if they win by 12, they don't care. And the most important thing I haven't looked at is who does Dallas play next?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. I know they have the in-season tournament. They made the wild card for next week's tournament.
Oh no. Well, they got more ass coming. They got Toronto at Toronto. So
Toronto's been playing better.
They're not fired up to play Toronto.
Toronto's played a lot better. All right, I'm gonna look at the Cavs in this spot. Denver's defensive form has been pretty poor over their past 5 games. They're not defending the 3 ball very well. 41% from 3 from their opponents, give up 118 points. Give me Cleveland in this spot. I'm going to stay away from that Dallas game. That line moved from an overnight of 12 now to 14. I'll stay away. that's all I can do with that one.
Too far.
I'm afraid of that backcourt.
First half might not be bad.
I mean, you got to lay the sprinkle, Rod. Give them a shot. It's a professional team. They're going to get one.
I did give them a shot. They burnt me a couple times. So, no, I don't want – and once you burn me a couple times, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, no, not doing it. Can't go back the third time. Not going back to the well the third time to dig for the Wizards. Come on, Wizards. No. It's just that's why after a couple of road games for the Wizards, that coach is 0-7. Falling. Couple of road. He's bet against Brian Keefe in home games after scoring 105 points or less. He's 0-7 ATS as the coach.
I understand.
So 2-12 ATS after 2 consecutive road games. Yeah, no, you kind of comfy at home. You know what happens after road trips when you get back home. So I think Dallas this is a smash spot for Dallas.
They're going to beat somebody. I get it, though. Let's move on.
I get it. All right, let's move on. Next one, we got Hornets and Knicks here. Knicks 15, total 218. Thunder and Raptors here. Thunder 9 at total 227. We start with Rob.
For me, give me OKC. I know the Raptors have getting covers, but Shea Gilgeous is coming home. It's one of those spots. He loves to play in Toronto. And it is what it is. I think at 10, I expected a double-digit spread there. Last time we've seen these two teams in Toronto, it was a 123-103 win for OKC. And what's changed there? Not a whole lot. Give me OKC. I'll lay the 9.5 there in that one.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Jorge.
I'll pass, man. I have nothing on these games.
Nothing on these games? All right, on over to Solo.
The Knicks. I'm going to lay it with the Knicks. I know it's an extremely high number. They playing good ball lately. This offense is kind of coming around. I'm going to lay it with the Knicks. I think they get the money. I have to take the Raptors. The Raptors are playing good ball. There's just too many points. Toronto's playing a lot of bodies as well. They're shooting the ball better of late. I think they find a way to get in the back door. Give me the Raptors +9. All
right, there from Solo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to take the Raptors as well. They've covered 8 of 10 at home. And they shot the ball well. But the thing with the Raptors, we've talked about this, is they started to defend a lot better. Now, you can see it there on the court. Over their past 5 holding teams of 44% shooting, 26% from 3. I think it's a little too many here. I'll take the Toronto Raptors +9
They're
here.
getting healthy again, too. I mean, I'll lean towards that. They're getting healthy again, and they're still missing about 3 key players. By the end of the season, if they can stay healthy and get those guys back, they're going to start winning some games.
Yeah, last game, Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett went off last time. Those are those two. And, of course, they're still without Olenek and Quickly. Quickly was the player that came from New York. And Olenek can help you there off the bench. So they're still
Grady
missing.
Dick's playing a little bit better. He's a little banged up, but he's not 100%. Brown helped he was the best 6 man in the league when he was down there at Denver. And he can put up 20 points a game. So you get all those guys back, you got a team that can beat anybody in the league.
Yep, they sure do. Charlotte will be without Ball.
All the guys down in America have more faith in Toronto than Rod does.
Definitely. Didn't you get the memo that Toronto probably might be moving to Seattle soon, right?
The
Toronto Supersonics. It'll be the Seattle Supersonics instead. So
I think they're going to.
Supersonics.
I think they're going to.
Okay.
They want to add 2 more teams. I think they're going to be expansion to Seattle and to
exactly.
In Vegas.
Toronto had a good start to up the trade stock of some guys. And then
No,
now
they
they
ain't
can
doing
trade
that.
for some draft picks. Yeah, they're still rebuilding that team.
Too good of a young team. They're not doing that.
Correct. Yeah, they are. You watch.
They're not going to unload. I don't see it.
They're not going to unload. Did I say unload?
They already did that.
I never said unload. Nowhere did I ever say unload. I said they were going to make a
Quit
trade.
hating on Toronto, Rod.
They're going to increase the trade stock.
Don't drink the haterade, Rob. Don't do it.
Of course, they're going to trade some guys. Of course, you're building a team. You're going to get some bigger superstars.
Well, they're deep. They're just all hurt.
Well, hurt. But you watch. They're going to trade some of those guys.
All right.
You know what? OKC off a 20-point win. Anybody want a hat bet? OKC is whooping the crap out of Toronto tonight.
We got him fired up now.
I know.
You got me fired up. Fired up. OKC.
If Toronto wins outright, you got to win you got to sing the Canadian national anthem.
All right. If the Toronto Raptors win this game, tomorrow you'll see. Yeah, I'll sing the whole Canadian national anthem. We'll start the show with "Oh Canada."
You're gonna lose all our viewers.
Oh no! We'll do it at the end of the show.
At the end of the show, we'll say a sign off. We'll sign off with the "Oh Canada."
We'll make a stay for that. All right, Charlotte will be without Ball, Bridges, and man. Who's going to score? Who's going to score for this team? I'll take
Miller.
the Knicks. Miller. Play his props because he's
going to be
one.
good for Miller. This is going to get his head right to be a go-to guy. So the other guy is going to be back, but they're going to lose in the meantime.
That's right. They're going to get pounded there, so I like them in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we work our way to the next couple of games here. Suns and Pelicans. Boy, this one moved. This was one overnight. Now Suns 2.5, total 222. Bulls and Spurs 2, total 236.5. There's going to be no Wemby tonight for San Antonio, no Jones as well. Ball, White, Williams out for Chicago. Giddey is questionable there. There on the Sun side, we know Durant's going to be out for a week with that ankle. Nurkic continues to be out, their wing protector. Gillespie out. On the Pelicans side, hey, we're slimming down this injury report. Just Alvarado, Hawkins, and Zion out. Jones, Ingram, Missy will be probable. So who do we got in the lineup here? Murray, McCollum, Ingram, Murphy. So we're starting to put this team back together again. They're starting to get back together again. We go on over to Rod.
Well, but is there still enough on that game to get a win over a beat-up Phoenix team? That line's telling you it's going to be really close in that game. It's a pass for me. I can't touch that game at all. And the Bulls in San Antonio, I'm going to take the under. 236.5. I know the Bulls don't play a whole lick of defense, but Spurs dealing with some injuries, no Wemby. 236.5 is just too many. I think we do get up into the 220s, but not up into the 230s. Too many. Give me the under 236.5 there on that one.
There from Rod on over to Jorge.
I'll take the Spurs here in the spot. I mean, they're getting better. Getting coached. Chris Paul obviously makes them a little bit better than a young team that's coming along. Yeah, Bulls, they're kind of hard to figure out when they're going to show up and play defense. They're 13-9 to the over. Spurs do try to play defense. That's the difference between these two teams, so slightly into the Spurs at home -2.
Yeah, from Jorge on over to Solo.
Yeah, Bulls and the Spurs over. You know how the Bulls get down. They run up and down. They scoring about 124 points. They're playing zero defense. Wemby's out, so I expect the Spurs to play with a little faster pace. I'm on the over. The Suns are banged up. The Pelicans kind of seem like they're headed in the right direction as far as injury-wise. His line is a little telling. I think points to be premium. I'm going to take the under. Was it one more game, or was that it?
That was it for the two there from Solo. All right, I'll tell you what I think about these games. I'll look at the Spurs here in this one. The Spurs at home have defended. They defend the three-point line very well. And the Bulls, again, not defending. Look at their past 5 games, giving up 48%, 38% from 3, allowing 125 points a game. The Bulls, 1-7 of the spread against the Western Conference. I'll take the Spurs in this one. Yeah, I'll take the Suns in this one. They still have Booker. They still have some players there for this Phoenix Suns team. And, boy, yeah, this Suns team here against these teams that struggle to score points. 4-1 of the spread on the road, facing teams that average 108 points per game or fewer. I'll look here on the Suns in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Picks Morning Show as we're getting ready to close out the NBA with these 2 games here tonight. We've got the Kings and the Grizzlies. Grizzlies 3, total 241.5. Rockets and the Warriors. Rockets 3.5, total 221.5. We do have some injuries here in these games for the Kings Memphis game. Just Carter Lyles on Memphis. Edie, GG, and Williams out, but looks like the core are pretty much healthy there for Memphis. Houston side, Easton out. Van Fleet will be questionable. On the Warrior side, no Curry, no Green. Wiggins will be questionable there as I think he twisted an ankle in that game against Denver. We'll start here with Rod.
So, yeah, give me the under. We know Houston's definitely ramped up their defensive play, so give me the under 221.5 there. Houston, Golden State, a few injuries. I think we sneak under that 221 and a half in that one. And then I'm going to go completely opposite. Take the over in Sacramento and Memphis, 241.5. Those teams are healthy. Don't play a whole lot of defense there as well. The Memphis hustle. They just hustle. So give me the over 241.5 in that matchup there. I'm going to lean to the Kings. I think the Kings might get them on the road.
Wow, they're from Ron on over to Jorge.
Yeah, but I'll lean to Memphis on that. Kings are horrible.
No, you're a Memphis homer, though. So you're a Memphis. I'm going to send you a Memphis hat because you're a Memphis homer. Every time we talk about Memphis, actually, you're more a Golden State homer. Never mind. Oh, you do like Memphis just as well, but you're a Golden State homer for sure.
I like Memphis for what they were playing defense. I don't like how they're running up and down the court. I was all over them last year. I don't care who got hurt or what G League team. I was under, cover, especially at home. Didn't matter if Boston came in. Didn't matter who came in. They covered. So I've adjusted a little bit with Memphis, but dude, they're good at home. Under 4, I don't care who they're playing. We got Moran in there, they can cover. I mean, all he has to do is go off. If he passes the ball instead of going off himself, we'll almost guarantee he gets covered. That's some of those players come in. But the one team I'll look at is Houston. They might have been looking ahead to Golden State a little bit. They go into Sacramento, they lost, not by a lot. Curry's out, Wiggins out. But every time I say this, I'm a homer with Golden State, but I've been on the wrong side more than I have been on the right side with these guys. Slight lean to the Rockets here, but the thing with 2 starters being out, the big plus here now is Kerr's been playing 10 guys for over 12 minutes all season long. Not like that bench guy's got to come in rusty and assume Curry's spot. These guys have been getting minutes. Wouldn't be surprised if they get the win there. But slight lean towards Houston just because of those injuries. But who knows? Just because I'm on the other side, Golden State will probably win.
Go from Jorge on over Solo.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are getting healthy, and as they get healthy, they're playing a little bit better defense. Ja Morant is back. This total definitely, I would probably lean toward the over. But Ja Morant is back. I think he's going to lead his team down the stretch. I think the Grizzlies get the cover minus the 4. The Rockets played with the food the other night. Dylan Brooks pointed in what's my man De'Aaron Fox's face. He pissed him off. He got hot. The referees gave him a time. I want to say the fourth quarter free throw was I want to say they shot 26-6. Udoka had a lot to say after the game. I think the Rockets are pissed off. I think they come in and get busy tonight. I'm going to lay it with the Rockets.
Yeah, from a Solo, I'll tell you what I think about these games.
Solo's got a good point there. You can be an agitator, and I was one that. Even my buddies in pickup basketball, I'd call their move they couldn't do, They'd be cursing at me, telling me you're going to beat me up and up the basketball court. But you got, and then the next time comes down, you hit 5 threes in a row. Guy used to play junior college, you know what I mean? So you could, I was infamous for that. So you got to be careful.
He pissed Fox off, and he got
poke the bear. You poke the bear. So
I call it the power of negative energy, and I've used it before in any of my sporting when I played sports. I think I create bad thoughts in my head. It makes me play harder. I don't know,
man. You got to look at the Rambis, the Rodmans, the Draymond Greens of the world. They're more efficient than they're not, but it doesn't always work. And that's back to Solo's point. A guy like Fox, the way he's been playing this year, you don't piss him off. And I mean, like Jordan back in the day, the dumb mistakes those guys used to make to piss him off, or then he turned around and they stopped pissing him off, so he'd go make up stories so he could be pissed off during the games.
Yeah, Barnes is good at that too. Barnes is good at getting under people's.
That's part of the game, man.
Yeah,
Houston does that though. They like to agitate teams.
Oh yeah,
it's a coach,
man.
Well, you saw the coach when he did to LeBron, right? You see what he did to LeBron? He had an issue with LeBron. Don't call
LeBron the other night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. It can backfire for sure.
Yep. I'm gonna look at the Memphis Grizzlies here. Grizzlies have covered 9-13 at home. The Kings don't make their threes on the road less than 30% this year, and they've not defended well over their past 5, allowing 49% shooting, 40% from 3. It's a defense that's hurting the Sacramento. I'm going to take the Warriors here as this underdog. We've seen it before at home when the Warriors have been a dog with injuries. They cover 12-3 to the spread as a home underdog. And those games when they've been underdogs is because probably Curry was hurt, Green was hurt. last couple of seasons. So this team covers when they've got injuries. So I'll take them in this spot for Warriors here at the plus price. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We got you through this NBA card. Now we'll look at this college hoops card. Granted, it's not like it was yesterday. A lot of mid-majors, a few Power 6 schools up there. What we do this time of the year, we just ask
Power
the captains.
6. There ain't no Power 6.
We got some
Power
early
5?
action.
Power 5. Yes, I think they call it Power 6. That's what it says on my board, but I don't know. Because Big East,
I'm
Big
not
East.
saying you. I'm just saying I didn't consider that any Power 6 in basketball, but okay.
There we go. So let's take a look here. We got some conferences in action today. Horizon League, which I like to bet on Fridays. We've got some Big West in action tonight. So let's ask the captains at this time of the year. Just give us what they got. We'll get to the time blocks when we get into January. So let's start with Rod. Give us what you got, college hoops.
So for me, I have a couple. I like UC Davis here.
Only a couple.
A couple, just a couple. It's a like card. I'm still bruised after a couple backdoor covers yesterday in college hoops. It's one of those days. It happens. You get if you're betting college hoops, you know all about the backdoor cover.
Hey Rod, it's still not as bad as the other day when I was texting you and I got those 4 bad beats.
No, definitely not
on the weirdest possible plays ever.
Right? I just don't know. 4 back-to-back bad beats was like yikes. Yeah, not as bad as that, but still, you feel those for us as cappers when we remember those losses more than the big wins. I swear, it's like those losses hurt and sting because we don't like to lose, especially we don't like losing clients money, and so it is what it is. It's one of those. So it's a light card for me today.
That's basketball for you.
Yeah, it is basketball. It's one of those things. Sometimes shots fall. Sometimes even the crappy teams, all of a sudden their shots start falling and beat and upset. So for me here, I'm going to go with give me UC Davis over Cal Poly. Cal Poly, look at that number, 6-2 ATS. But now we're coming down to conference play, and they've been getting massive numbers as Cal Poly. They've been covering those massive numbers. The UC Davis here at home in this one, they get the win. You only have to lay 2.5. I think they win by 5 or 6 in that one over Cal Poly. I'll lay it with UC Davis. I think if you St. Louis, I don't trust the Dons to be covering 8. St. Louis, the Billikens, they are a scrappy bunch. An 8? Yeah, I'll take the 8 with the Billikens coming into San Francisco in that one. 2 I like that. Yeah. And actually, one more. You know what? I've been hard on the beach. I've been hard on the beach all season long.
Very
hard on the beach. I said they've been sleeping on the beach. They've been holding their bottles,
loitering on the beach.
Yeah, they've got kicked
off the beach
times. So I'm going to take them here. Give me the 5.5 with the beach. I think they can keep this close. No. It's a game that they got a shot to win it outright. Give me Long Beach plus the points there.
They're from Rod on over to Jorge.
I think Cal Riverside sucks.
Really?
Yes, sir. So I'm taking the other side on that. They burned me too many times. I'm taking Northridge minus 4.5.
Oh God!
Just because I got sour grapes. That's all.
Oh my goodness.
No, Northridge is pretty. I'm giving you a hard time, Tony. But Northridge is pretty good. You know, and those California teams. Here's the thing, man. I wish I lived in Washington D.C. for college basketball. Or I wish I lived where Tony lived for college basketball, because I would have season tickets to all those small schools. Forget the big arenas. I mean, even the Rebels out here got one of the biggest arenas in the country. You know, it can hold 18,500. What's cool about California, up and down the coast, got all those little gyms. They're almost high school gyms where Irvine plays, Fullerton, Northridge. And not a big deal to the rest of the country, but those guys love playing each other. And they'll always pull out some of those wins at home. I know they're favorite here, but I love those small Cal schools playing each other, especially when they're plus points at home.
Yeah, you ever go to one of those games, you'll have a different opinion.
They're
not the greatest. Cal, we go to a Riverside game, Cal Baptist. No, I'm not good. When they're good, they're okay. UC Irvine is surprising. You know, UC Irvine, I'll see. UC Irvine is not bad.
No, in Cal State Santa Barbara, they're always
Santa Barbara is good. Bakersfield's a team that's trying to. Bakersfield's a team in action tonight, so we'll see how they roll. Davis there. But yeah, there's some pretty good schools out here in SoCal. I should have made that USC Oregon game. That would have been a good one. On over to Solo.
Yeah, it's a tricky card today, so definitely pick your spots. I was looking at the Penn State Purdue game. I think Purdue's a better team. I think this line suggests it. I'm gonna take Purdue on the money line. I think they get the Nittany Lions in this one. The St. Louis San Fran game. I think points be premium. I'm going to take the under 151. And I'd like TCU to get the cover tonight.
There from Solo. I'm going to give you the bright early one, the early number, the early game on the card, the IPFW in Detroit. Give me Detroit plus the 8. They make their threes, 37%. The Mastodons this year, 305th in the nation in effective field goal defense. They lack size. They're not defending very well. So I'll take Detroit here plus the 8, a solid rebounding team there. I'm going to take Oakland Golden Grizzlies here, laying the 1 against Wright State. They got. I like that coach for great campy here for Golden Grizzlies. This is a team here that they shot well inside. They placed a really difficult schedule this year. When you look at who they faced, Boise State, Illinois, Kansas, they come off to get ready for their conference action. They come off a 32-point win at Toledo, so that does impress me there. So I'll take Oakland laying the point. I'm with Rod here on UC Davis laying the 2.5 here in this one. All right, we got you through here the college hoops sports tonight, and we will now turn our attention to hockey. But we're going to say goodbye to Jorge and to Solo because they don't no skates there. But we'll start with Jorge. Jorge, what do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks? Jorge is the unit leader over at Tony's Picks this year, topping a producer, producing here. Let's see where we got here. We got over 1,800, nearly 1,900 units of profit. What do you got for sale over at Tony's Picks?
I'll have a pick in each one. I'll have a pick on the NFL game, have at least a pick in college, and one in the NBA. We're looking for some late steam last night or tonight. I was looking last night, backed off at the last second. Probably shouldn't have, but hey, that's how it goes. Sometimes our short list is better than the picks we make, but that's the tough part of handicapping. But definitely going to have some plays up. Like I said, I'm happy to get through November. I lost maybe 3-4 units, but I'm happy with the amount of games they threw out. It was crazy, especially college basketball starting so early this year, and including 340 teams. So, us handicappers, we don't have it easy, guys. People call me all the time about a player this or they got that side. It's tough, and so I'm glad we're into December. Now we got the good teams playing each other. I'm looking forward to the bowl games coming up. You got to really pay attention to the news and who's on the roster. But in the meantime, to sign up for a 3-pack, 7-pack, more of a month, sign up for the bowl games. I'm number 1 in college football. I'm definitely going to fire in those college football games. I did it last year, and I'm going to keep the reasons why to myself. But I'm definitely fired up for the bowl season.
That's right, guys. Got Jorge over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 15% off. Long-term passes will get you that late steam, those late plays emailed directly to your inbox using the email that you use when you sign up for the service. All right, Jorge, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you later.
All right, guys. Good luck. Good luck in your hockey. Have a winning day.
Jorge here on More Show. Let's see what Solo has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Solo's been hot here, NFL last 7.
Yeah, I got a 5-pack up today. I'm sprinkled around NFL, NBA, college basketball. We'll be firing heavy coming the weekend in college football and obviously all the other major sports. So sign up with me for the 3-day, the week pass, the month pass. Pay me up one of the good cappers. Seeing the board real well. I actually appreciate this lighter card today. That kind of allows me to get back in the books, get ready for the weekend and every day going forward. So sign up. We're going to stack it up brick by brick. Let's get to the money.
Let's get the money from Solo. Get on board with Solo over Tony's Picks. Long-term pass will serve you well. Link in the description will take you right to our site. And click Solo there. You'll see him there on the leaderboards and get signed up with Solo at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Solo, is always great having your show.
Appreciate it, Tony. Good luck, everybody.
Gotcha. Solo here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. All right, let's continue here on the show. It's time Ron will carry the NHL for us today. We'll look at the card here. Look, it was a 9-game card, if I'm not mistaken.
9-game card, yeah.
9-game, right? 9-game card tonight. So let's knock them about 3 at a time here. We'll start. Well, actually, let's make it easier. Let's just, there's a lot of 407s. So we'll just hit the 407s, Rod. The Panthers and Flyers here. We got the Panthers, $1.63 on the road, total 6. Jets and the Sabres. We've got the Jets, $1.30 on the road, total 5.5. Avalanche and Hurricanes. We've got the Canes, $1.53, total 6.5. Sharks and Lightning. Lightning here, $2.64, total 6. Predators, Canadiens. We've got Predators, $1.26, total 6. We got the Red Wings and the Senators. We got the Senators, $1.66, total 6. These are the 707s.
Yeah, and looking at these ones here, hey, Colorado coming into Carolina. This Carolina team has lost 3 straight hockey games. And we look at Colorado, they got down to Buffalo in their last game. And they came roaring back and got themselves a 5-4 win there. That one came roaring back. Down 4-1 late in the second. Colorado got the win there. I think that momentum carries off right into here. Carolina, I know. They definitely want to end that losing streak at home here. Give me a closer game than people expect. When you look at Colorado at plus 130, you're not going to find Colorado at a plus 130 a whole lot this season. So I got to take the Avs, all the values there in that one. I like the under too. We know Carolina plays a solid defensive game. And then looking at another one, looking at Florida taking on the Flyers. Look at the Flyers. They've won 3 straight hockey games, playing some great hockey. I think the Panthers do get to it there. You look, the Panthers off of a loss. They're like 11-1 following up a loss. So I lead the Flyers there. Close game. But it's close. I really want to bet the Flyers there in that one. It's a revenge game, too. They took it overtime last time. Take the over. I think that's the play to go. We see 6 goals in that plenty of earlier this season, November 9th, they played. It was 4-3 shootout win there. So Flyers definitely were looking for a little revenge. To be 3-3 heading to overtime again in that one. Take the over. That's the play there in that one. And then another one in this time spot. Look at Winnipeg. Jets. Doesn't that? I look at this price and I'm like, why is it only $1.35 for the Jets again? We've seen this many a times with the Jets all season long, where they price them really low and they just win these games. So what is it? 16-1 now as the favorite. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets there in that spot. I think they beat up on Buffalo. Buffalo, we've seen. What are they on? A 4-game losing streak, I believe. Yep, 4-game losing streak, especially after that collapse to Colorado last game. Had themselves a nice win, looking to end the streak, and they completely fell off the deep end there in that one. And the Jets looking to end their 4-game losing streak. So both teams on a 4-game losing streak. Maybe that's why the price is the way it is. Either way, the Jets are the better team. Give me Winnipeg there in that one.
Yeah, from Rob, got you through the 707s. So let's take it. Let's close out the NHL card here from this 9-game card with the Kraken and Islanders. We've got the Islanders $1.28, total 5.5. Blue Jackets, Oilers $2.60, total 6.5. And Blues and Flames $1.27, total 5.5.
Yeah, and look at Calgary. Calgary, hey, they got themselves to win that last game. I didn't realize they were doing a big celebration for Gaudreau in that game. So I see why Calgary got the win there in that. And Gaudreau's family was there on the ice, and they dropped the puck. And when they do that in hockey, then, yes, the home team gets the win. So no Gaudreau celebrations going on in Calgary tonight. So guess what the Blues have been doing? Winning hockey games since the new coach has showed up. And you're going to give me a nice plus price to fade Calgary? I'm in. Give me the Blues there in that one. And then looking at Columbus taking on the Oilers. You look at Columbus, scrappy bunch against the Oilers. They've won 4 of the last 5 against the Oilers. They won the most recent meeting against the Oilers. So this is the Oilers looking for a little bit of revenge. They already got beat down by Columbus in Columbus. Now you got to come in here into Edmonton and try to get a win. I think the Oilers get their revenge here in this one. Zach Hyman makes his return for the Edmonton Oilers as well, and he was the 50-goal man last season. So you'll have the guy that agitates in front of the net back, and that's what Hyman does. He scores those garbage-time goals. And with him there to pop in some rebounds, I like the over 6.5 there in that one, and I also like the Oilers on the puck line. Yes, I'm a homer, but I think the Oilers get the revenge at home. I think the over is the better play. It's juiced to 6.5. I'm surprised. The book's wanting to pop up a 7, I can tell on that one. So quick, jump on that 6.5 before it hits 7.
There you go from Rod. We got you through the NHL card. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment. Well, we'll give you a parlay or maybe a pick from a player prop or a pick from the future. We'll start with Rod.
And for me, we're going to go here, a little dog parlay. We're going to take the Avs on the money line. We're going to take, where's the other dog I got? St. Louis on the money line. And the last dog we got, where is it? Give me 1 second. I know I had 2 and I had it written. And the other one, give me Denver. Give me the Denver Nuggets over Cleveland. So Denver money line in NBA. And then we're going to take the Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues. Little 3-teamer, all dogs for you today.
3 dogs from Rod. All right, the ones I'll give you here. I'll take Detroit in college basketball. I'll take that with the Grizzlies and the Warriors tonight. That's my 3-teamer tonight here for it on Tony Six Morning Show. All right, let's see what we got for sale over at Tony's Picks. This is going to be a big week of action, championship Friday and Saturday, as well as NFL tonight. Of course, a lot of NBA action, college hoops, hockey. It's been all these sports overlap and very, very busy time of the year. Rod has been on fire here for the year, as well as in college hoops for this year. You see the numbers there from Rod. Rod, what do you got for sale over Tony's Picks?
Yeah, for me over Tony's Picks today, I light card, as I said. It's one of the smaller card days, but I found a few that I absolutely loved making some money. I found one of the NHL. Absolutely love my NHL sniper play. You can scoop it up singly. I also got my NBA drop a dime play in the NBA. Love that play tonight. And then I got to play tonight's Thursday night football action. So 3 plays, 3 only tonight so far. Maybe I'll find a late steam play. So we did last night. In that Minnesota game, I took the under as the late steam play in that one, and that definitely cruised to the under. So Minnesota's been good for late steam plays the last couple. Can't complain.
Well, they've had some good scheduling spots.
They have, yeah. So I took the under. I figured it would be a low-scoring one, and it was. So definitely want to be aboard something long-term. That way you get those late steam emailed right to you. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Remember me up with Tony. You see he's hot in NFL, and we're starting NFL this week. So remember me and Tony up and have yourself a nice championship-winning weekend. I can feel it. Tony's going to get hot, too. We're both going to be hot, so pair us up together and have yourself a big championship win.
That's right, guys. You're both right over at Tony's Picks. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will knock out 15% off. The link to our site is in the description. You'll find Rod here on the leaderboards. Click and get signed up. All right, I've got to play it up right now here from the NFL. Also, I have a multi-pack here from college and NBA, so get on board with me over at Tony's Picks, the #1 unit producer in the NFL. So a better time to get on board with my long-term pass. That 7-day pass will get you covered for all the NFL this week, as well as Championship Friday and Saturday from college football, your NBA, your college hoops in there. Again, the 2-for-1 cap promotion, pair me up with Rod. That's your best value right now. The long-term pass and that promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off 15% off. The link is in the description. All right. We got you through the show today. We're with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with the Tony This Morning Show. We also archive the show, so if you miss it and you want to watch, or you want to watch it back and get some of those picks from those later games, just go to our YouTube channel, hit the live tab, and you'll see our archive shows right there. Just go ahead and watch the replay if you want. And also, we have an on-demand content up on our channel with lots of videos, longer form for you as we go deeper into it. So, Rod, what do you got over on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel now and your plans for the week?
Yeah, and if over on the YouTube channel right now, I've got you covered on every hockey game. So if I missed the game that we didn't go over here on the morning show, you can definitely look at those archive videos on the NHL. We also should have the college football show up there for you, the championship show. We're going to shoot the NFL show later today, so that'll be up. We won't have the Thursday one in there for you, but we'll have the Sunday's action in for you. We're going to shoot that later today. So be on the lookout for it as well, and then be on the lookout for some more college videos. Basketball hoops from me coming very shortly here on Tony's Picks. So definitely check out that archive video. I see that many of the other cappers have videos up there. Bo's starting to ramp it up on his videos. Soul's up there, and then Tony's got a whole pile there. So definitely go check out all the archived videos here at Tony's Picks. Yeah,
got a lot of content up there. I got a bunch of videos as well up there on the channel right now. And, of course, the college football rundown show is up there. Keep an eye for the NFL and more, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We got a lot going on at Tony's Picks YouTube channel with lots of content. All right, that will do it for today. Rod, you have anything in closing?
Yeah, a little bonus. Take Zach Hyman, anytime goal. Like I said, he's back for the Oilers tonight, and he was the 50-goal man for the Oilers last season. He's gonna up the Oilers game because he'll be there to pick up that garbage goal. I've seen the Oilers against that Vegas team in the last time out. Hey, they didn't have that guy in front of the net, and Zach Hyman is that guy in front of the net. He takes the beating, but he gets those pucks in the net. He's gonna score one for us tonight. Take Zach Hyman, anytime goal. And hey, have yourself a wonderful Thursday, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Helps us out a ton.
That's right, guys. Like, subscribe, set those notifications, and tune in again tomorrow live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time for the Tony Six Morning Show, NBA coverage. Of course, college football championship Friday. We'll have 3 games on Friday. We'll have those covered. So, again, thanks for joining us. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys making a winning Thursday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.